Hey everyone, and welcome to Spectrum Drama, where we break down the hottest Spectrum posts of the week and give you our opinions on them. Let's get started. Up first, we've got a post from Shadow Dream, and it says, Valkyrie. So basically, you're making up an excuse to remove a feature. And the gist of this is the same as every other post in Spectrum at the minute, which is to do with the fact that the Valkyrie has no cargo space. So it's designed solely to just carry vehicles and people. People are very angry about this. So,
Yeah, it seems people are very angry. There's like 10 posts on Spectrum about this. Yeah. All the same thing.
It's a bit weird. I mean, I can kind of get where people are coming from. You know, it's useful to have multi-purpose, and it's useful to have, if you've got a big space, surely you can put stuff there. But, you know, at the end of the day, you've got a ship that is designed solely to just drop people into a battle and vehicles, and do it whilst heavily outgunning other things. And you're moaning that it hasn't got room for your luggage. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, well, the Valkyrie at the moment doesn't have a dedicated cargo grid. Fair enough. I mean, these posts are making out like, I don't know, I really don't know. Like, CIG have specifically not put it in there for whatever reason. I don't really think it's that. I don't think that's the problem. I think that because the Valkyrie was made for Squadron 42, we know that. I think because it was made for that section of Squadron 42, that doesn't require a player to be moving, consumer cargo around.
Yeah.
That they didn't put it in there. That's why they didn't put it in there, because it wasn't needed at the time.
Yeah. I
think at some point there'll be an update on the ship, and they might add it in. But the way everyone's carrying on, it's like if CIG just killed their Gran or something. It's just mental.
It is a bit mad. I mean, people really do go just a little too far with their anger towards CIG. I mean, these people are responsible for so many millions of different things within this game. And people just pick up, I think, on the wrong things. I mean, this is likely to change because the amount of people moaning about it, but let's face it, I mean, you've got other ships that do have cargo space. You've got a ship that is designed for a purpose. I mean, it's really bizarre that you would take a ship like that, which is designed as troop transport and stuff like that, and then moan that it doesn't double up as a cargo running ship. And you're like, well, it doesn't. I mean, a cruise liner doesn't double up as a cargo ship. Do you know what I mean? Because it's two very different ships. So I think people need to just sort of take a step back and have a little look at what they're typing, because there's just so much hatred. Unreal.
This all kind of started like a week after CitizenCon. Someone posted a thread on Spectrum about this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say his name. He's a YouTuber, and I don't really like him. His videos are overly negative about everything.
Yeah,
I find him quite whiny. But he made a post up about this and sort of pointed it out to everyone. And since then, everyone, I don't know if all of these people own Valkyries or they just want to moan about it. I don't know what it is. It's just getting a bit silly now.
Yes, it's the bandwagon syndrome. They've seen someone that they either respect or follow, and like sheep, they're admirers. They just go, yeah, we hate that too because you hate it.
Just like that.
Yeah, I think it is like that, and I reckon 70% of the people moaning on Spectrum at the moment are moaning for the sake of moaning. They don't even own a ship.
Probably not. No, they probably don't even intend to carry cargo on it. No. I mean, some suggestions are for 20 units of cargo. I mean, I don't even know what you would want to carry on the ship. A few people have cited, carrying medical supplies or ammo for the troops that you're dropping off, and that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But the COG have already said that each combat seat in the ship has a dedicated gun locker and an actual locker to store stuff in.
Yeah.
So you've got the storage there for ammo and meds if you want to take them with you. Why do you specifically need all this cargo space? That it doesn't really make sense. Like, why? Don't get it.
Yeah. It's just people, they see a ship and they go, right, it does this and it does that. And then they'll rack their brains to think of what it doesn't do that it probably could do if you just took the time, and then say, but it doesn't do that, and so I'm angry. And it's just childish, you know. We do our best to not point at people on Spectrum and say, stop it, don't be stupid. But I tell you what, it gets really hard not to point at people on Spectrum and say, come on, just take a step back, calm down. It's really not that big a deal. There's so many ships in this game. There's so many ships. Pick a ship that works for you. If you specifically need a ship that can transport troops, transport vehicles, and do cargo running, well, what is your profession?
Yeah, just pick a Constellation. I mean, that can carry people. It's got guns. It can do cargo.
Yeah.
And can take a vehicle. Problem solved.
There you go.
Buy a Constellation.
We have solved your problem. Buy a Constellation.
And it's cheaper.
It's true. It's true. Oh, I don't know. Mental.
I don't understand why people can't just, let a concept be their concept, and then maybe they'll look at it later down the line. Like, who really cares? No one's even using a Valkyrie for what his intended purpose is. No. Anyway.
No, I think most people who get a Valkyrie, they're probably just going to get it because they like the look and it's got some guns. And then once they've got it, they'll probably figure out things they hate about it and they'll come here and moan.
Yeah. And there's a specific feedback thread for the Valkyrie as well.
Yeah.
But no one's really, there's a few comments about it in there, but everyone just likes to put their own rant thread up. And now general chat is just full of it.
Well, that's the thing. If you put that post into the Valkyrie thread, then the general people who are just here to have a little read of stuff and keep up to date won't see it. And these people, they aren't moaning because they are angry. They are moaning because they want other people to see that they're moaning. And you won't get that unless you post it in general. So I think, we're going to be swimming through a sea of these posts for a little while. But
another side effect of not having cargo in a Valkyrie is that you would need another ship to transport this magic cargo stuff that you want to take with you. So then you've got an actual gameplay element of having another pilot with you with a ship that can carry cargo to resupply your troops.
And there you have it, folks. Organisations.
Yeah.
I mean,
make a friend.
Yeah, why? I'm pretty confident most of the people moaning about this are like, they're either solo players or they're so short-sighted that they can't see the future of having multiple ships to perform one task. I mean, you look at any fleet or armada, they don't have one great big massive ship that just does everything. They have dedicated ships for multiple roles so that they are an effective unit. And that is basically what this will be. It will just be one ship in a group of ships that become a useful and awesome fleet.
Yeah.
Done. Okay, so next up we've got a post from Trashy, who says, remove, in brackets, quantum drives now have a maximum range per jump that varies depending on the size of the drive. So basically, there's an example in here, which is to go to point A, you need 50 quantum fuel. Your ship has 100 quantum fuel. Your drive can only do jumps of distances of 10 quantum fuel. So in order to reach point A, you're going to need to do 5 jumps, which means spooling 5 times and calibrating 5 times, blah, 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 blah. And Trashy is not happy with this because it means you can't just press one button and be there. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't like this, what they've done with that. But at the same time, I don't think it's as drastic as what he's making it out to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems a bit weird if you're traveling from, say, Levski to Hurston, let's say.
Yeah.
It seems a bit weird that your quantum drive couldn't do that in one jump. It will cut out halfway through, and you'll have to re-jump.
Yeah.
For the sake of what? I don't know why they would put that in the game. It seems kind of silly just to stop your quantum jump for the sake of stopping it.
Yeah, I mean, I can see kind of the idea behind it is obviously it's a bit like having a car. You know, you can only go a certain distance before you're going to have to refuel. But it really, when you start talking quantum jumps, where you're actually, you know, bending space and time to get somewhere crazy fast and all that stuff, then saying to me, oh, but you need 11 gallons of fuel and you've only got 10 or whatever, seems daft. You know, these things are designed by very, very smart people. Why would they create something to jump long distances and then give it a short distance? It doesn't.
Yeah, but the fuel's not the problem.
No, the drive. Sorry.
It's the drive. So it's like saying I've got enough fuel to drive to Manchester, but my engine's going to cut out at Birmingham.
Yeah.
Like, but why?
It's very odd because, you know, yeah, fair enough. All right, so you've got this great big ship. You've got a quantum drive, which is a small device that does amazing stuff. And then next to that, you've got this great big fuel tank. And that fuel tank can take 100 quantum fuel, but your drive can only use 10% of that at a time. And that just seems weird. What does it suck in 10%, store it, and then use it, and then suck in? And why would it not be a constant feed of like any other engine that's ever existed? Why would it not just take a constant stream of fuel until the fuel runs out? That's weird.
Very, very weird.
Who's making these ships?
Yeah. I don't know whose idea to put that in the game was, but give them a slap on the wrist and take it out again.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It as far as fun game element goes, it doesn't make sense. As far as just logically, you know, if you think of any engine, it doesn't make sense. They have literally... it's almost like they're saying they want you... I know they want us to be involved and, you know, like they want us to be able to, you know, like they don't want downtime and all that kind of stuff. They want you to be constantly doing stuff, but don't force it in such a way that requires me to sit there wait going, oh, I'm going to run out in a minute and press the button again. You're just creating an annoyance people don't want.
I can't think of a single reason for that to actually be a thing.
No.
None at all.
There are none. Can't think of anything. We are stumped.
We are stumped. If anyone wants to let us know in the comments, if you have an idea of why this would be a thing, let us know.
Yeah. Guarantee there's smarter people than us out there who'll go, well, actually, quantum entanglement and quantum this, and they'll be smart, don't worry. We'll probably get like Ant-Man come along and just add quantum before every word.
Yeah.
And while we're on the subject of quantum jumping, we've got another post here from Captain Batak about Autopilot. So it says, we basically, CIG have said, we don't have any plans for Autopilot. And he puts, excuse me? Long story short, they don't think that Autopilot is going to be a thing in the game. You know, it's going to be a case of, you know, if you need to jump to a very far off place, you're going to have to plan your route and you're going to have to do those jumps physically, you know, each time you get to where you're going. Yeah, I mean, why not?
Why not? You know, you want to keep player engagement up, so why take that away and have, you know, someone plot a course, stick on quantum drive, and then go and have a shower?
Yeah.
But it serves no in-game. I know it's easier for people to do that, especially for haulers. Say, if they want to, jump from 3 different systems to transport some goods to sell. It might be. That might be what they want. That's probably what they're used to from Eve, because Eve does that. But Eve kind of penalises you for doing that because it takes longer. It drops you out of warp further away from your objective each time, so it takes longer. But CIG have already said that they want to keep player engagement up as much as possible, so they're not going to plan to do it. And I kind of agree with them. Yeah,
I mean, I can see their point. If you're doing the same jump like every hour, you know what I mean, and it's just back and forwards, ferrying stuff. It's frustrating, yes, but at the end of the day, you're going to get to that point where you go, right, I need to jump 3 or 4 systems away, click a button, turn it on, walk off, because all right, fair enough, you could get pulled out of warp, I'm assuming, eventually, but it's the same thing as like, for example, I always go back to WoW, but in WoW you used to be able to go, right, I'm going to go and make a tea, and you just set follow on someone and wander off, and you're just like, it's so lazy, and all of a sudden you were immersed in this game, and now you're off, and you just, but your character's still doing stuff, and I don't like the idea of that. Just, go and press a button and wander off. It makes sense that they want to keep everyone engaged and focused on the task, because you're warping a ship. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, you can warp and then have a wander off around your ship and do stuff if it's going to take a while, but at least you're still in your ship. But if you're in the toilet, you have no control over your keyboard. I don't understand it myself.
And then these people that want this autopilot, if they pulled out of Quantum Jump by pirates or whatever, and they come back 10 minutes later and the ship's destroyed and they've lost everything.
Yeah.
Then they'll be crying about it.
Yeah, they'll be back on Spectrum going, wow, why have we got this autopilot, And no, then they'll be moaning, you can't pull me out of warp if I'm on autopilot. I need a button that says be right back. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, this isn't a game, like an immersive game. It's just these people that just got a little be right back sign on the front of their ship so people don't pull them out of warp. Just crazy.
It'd be like, what's that thing on GTA, the passive mode thing?
Yeah.
Everyone should put themselves on passive mode.
I don't fancy a fight today. I'm going to go see-through. You're like, no.
Yeah.
No, this is alternate real life. You need to just accept that, I mean, even these smart cars, which are going to have autopilot eventually, take me home, you're still going to have to pay some attention in case anything goes pear-shaped, So just, it's very strange. I can see the point that, it's nice to be able to just press a button and then sit back, but I think these people probably would prefer to press a button and then switch screens. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is what they're
on
trying
YouTube or something.
Exactly. That's 100% what CIG are trying to avoid, and I 100% agree. Okay, so there you have it. That's our selection of posts for this week. Not as many posts as normal, but then a lot of posts about the same thing. So what can you do? As always, if you like this video, leave it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more Star Citizen content. And leave us some comments, because we're liking engaging with you guys. It's nice to have a chat with you, and we like to hear your thoughts. So, good stuff. See you later.